Good morning, everyone. This is the Elderly Brothers. This is our 11th podcast. Today is April 24th, 2025. I'm Larry in New York, and
I'm Ardy in Florida, and I've got bright and shiny weather here.
as do I, we have spring and it's gorgeous.
Well, it's always spring here, so or spring or summer. That's the two
Well,
seasons.
that's why it's special because we don't have it all the time.
Yeah, and I think that not having it all the time is good, but I'm not going to change right now,
I wouldn't fault you for
except to go to South America or something. Anyway, that would just be a vacation, not a permanent situation. Anyway, today we're going to talk about several things, and I'm going to start with my back. Old people, older people have back problems. Almost everybody has some kind of back problem, and it usually is spinal stenosis, whether it's diagnosed or not. And I've been getting some shots which help. I'm not in any pain, but my legs really stink, and my balance is even worse. So I went to the back doctor yesterday, and she suggested two possibilities. One of them has to do with a box that's about 2 by 2 that she can install inside my back, and there's electrodes that go up into the spinal cord. And how she gets them there, I have no idea. But it's controlled by a remote control. And the remote has lights on it and stuff, and it has various ranges of strength. At least that's the way hear it, or that's the way I read about it. I looked at the website. So it's probably a fine situation unless you lose your remote.
You lose it or it falls into someone else's hands and they want to mess with you.
Yeah, right. Or the batteries go and you're in pain. I don't know. It's a big deal, and I don't know if I want to have anybody messing with my spinal cord.
Well, there's hardly anything that makes me want to have people cut into my body.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I don't mind like a shot. That's okay.
Yeah, it's just a little bitty hole, but I don't know how they do that. They cut a slot and slip it in there or what?
It beats the hell out of me. But you do lie there. The shots, you lie there face down on a bed, and they have an X-ray machine that's shooting X-rays through you the whole time, so she can see what she's doing. But this one sounds to me like it's overdone, frankly.
It's a little, it's like Elon's chip. I think, it is the same deal, only less sophisticated, I think.
Well, Elon's chip, I don't believe in either, but I don't believe in Elon. Here we go. Wrong subject.
No, off that. But it is, so if I got a hold of your remote and I wanted you to do a Forrest Gump uh, running for a few days, I could make you do that.
You can make me do anything. You could make me jump up and down. You could make me eat dinner. I don't know what the limits are. But the problem with me is that the remote could get lost, and I have it on the wrong setting, and so I'm jumping up and down instead of sleeping.
That's the end.
The end. Anyway,
So,
the back is an issue, and it's an issue for everybody.
well, if they don't guarantee anything either, right?
Oh, no guarantees.
Well,
Uh,
forget it.
this one is that's a 88% success. Well, hell, 12% is not so good.
12 out of 100 people that are upside down or
Yeah,
whatever is
where,
not going to be a good
where,
thing.
or have to have it taken out or something, and you can get infected. I don't want to go into it anymore. Let's move on to you wanted to talk about something.
I want to talk about the key fob for my car.
Well,
I
that's
my
that's an that's an interesting subject.
Well, it's very complex. It turns out, since I don't have a regular key, my fob died and my car won't start. So the dealer is getting a new fob for me, but there's many aspects to this fob. One being it has a little metal key in it. I guess I could show it. It's got a little metal key inside, which is here. And that comes out in case for some reason your fob's not working or whatever. And all is well and good. And so the fob, this thing, is $365. This thing, you can barely even see it, is $125. So I told the lady at the mechanic shop, I'll just use the one I already have, the metal one. And she said, well, that's okay, but it might not fit in the new fob. And if it doesn't fit in the new fob, you don't have any way of putting, let me try to get that in the picture. You can't see it.
No,
But
it's
the keychain is attached to the metal thing. So if it doesn't fit, I got to spend another $125 if I want to put my key on a keychain.
I'd rather talk about my back.
And this
Well,
is
that's only $500 for like a 30-cent piece of plastic, right?
well, I don't know. I've seen them on Amazon for 17 bucks.
Yeah, right.
But the other aspect we didn't talk about, it has to be programmed. And in theory, and these people tell me, only certified uh, people can program it. So I don't know, that'll probably be another $100 just for them to program it.
Well,
My car's been sitting idle now for 2 weeks. I've been trying to get a new key.
well, those are big issues for everybody. That one's a big issue for anybody anymore. The electronic world is, the electronic world is still a mystery to me. And speaking of that, you wanted to talk about the metaverse too.
Yes, so I think this is a profound discovery. Last night, my wife and I were sitting out on the porch, and something came up, and I thought of my childhood friend, my best friend my whole life, until he passed in 2009. But I remembered that he had some YouTube postings when he was alive. He was a painter, an artist, musician, and he made these musical YouTubes with his showing his paintings. So I looked him up. He's still there. 17 years later, he's dead. What, 14, 13 years, whatever.
Oh, more than that, 2009?
Nine. So that's 16 years,
No,
right?
it's not. It's 36 years.
No, it isn't.
10 to 25.
15.
16. Okay, sorry. Okay.
So math's not our best thing either, but my realization, my what's that word used when you have a profound insight?
Epiphany.
Epiphany. I had an epiphany, which is that my friend Bobby and now we are immortal.
And that's scary enough for me, I'll tell you that. Somebody will stumble on this in 2500, right? And they say, "Wow, what were those guys doing? My God, they were primitive.
They're
You
probably
know,
doing the same thing now. If anybody looks at it, they're saying the same
they
thing.
were primitive, right? Yeah, primitive. Uh, oh, that's not even a thought, actually. Yeah, we won't know anything about it, but it'll be weird. It'll be weird.
Well, and now it sort of gives me impetus to look up on YouTube. I don't know when YouTube started. Probably what, 25 years ago?
Long ago, yeah, pretty long ago.
To look back because they're still there unless somebody takes it down. It's still there.
I don't know how they take you down. I
You
guess
can
they could.
you can take yourself down.
Yeah, but I don't know if a stranger could take us down, right?
I don't know. I have to look that up.
I doubt it. Otherwise, people be taking people down all the time. I don't like that guy. I'm taking him down.
Yeah, so I think you got to do it yourself. You got to take your own self down.
Well, we're not taking ourselves down yet. We're not taking ourselves too seriously either.
No, definitely we should not. And the other thing is that I think everything we spoke about today is very relevant to our peers.
Yeah, I believe so. We're our peers. Our peers are out there and they're tuning in every day or
And
every
and
episode.
and
By the
when
way,
they
by the
see
way,
this,
speaking of every episode, we're going to try and make this a regular posting twice a week, but we haven't decided what days of the week it's going to be yet.
but it'll be like we're going to try for 2 a week. And please subscribe. That's what we need you to do is subscribe, because then you'll know when a new one comes out and somebody will watch it even possibly.
Yeah. And you don't have to watch the whole thing. You just watch it until you get bored. But
Which
we're not boring. I think we're pretty interesting.
I
But
think we're
but maybe
incredibly.
I'm not the right person to ask, Well,
So
anyway, I think we've covered it for today, and we can wrap it up and say goodbye and hope you're watching. Hope you watched and hope you liked, and we'll see you next time.
yeah, I hope so. That please come back and remember, we know a lot of things, and some of it's true.
Actually, today everything was true, I think.
I think every bit of it.
We're maybe hitting on the true side a lot.
It could be. So goodbye, everybody,
Goodbye,
whoever you
and
are.
love you, my brother.
I love you, my brother.